You didn't even read the book before making this movie, did you? This is Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is the sequel to Tim Burton's wrongfully successful Alice in Wonderland from 2010. I'll go over my thoughts on that briefly after this plot synopsis. Alice has returned from a maiden voyage of delivering goods. She's captain of a trading ship. There are some perils going on concerning her mother and her family as a whole, so she finds her way back to Underland, and all of her friends down there. The White Queen, the White Rabbit, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, the Cheshire Cat, the dog, the mouse, and the March Hare say that the Mad Hatter has gotten depressed because he found a little hat that leads him to believe that his family's still alive. So Alice goes on an adventure through time to try to find the Mad Hatter's family, and who gives a shit at this point? So as you can tell, I am not a big fan of this movie, nor the first one. The first Alice in Wonderland that Tim Burton made in 2010 was terrible. It was awful. I even regret to admit that I first liked it when I saw it. When I first saw it, I thought, you know what, this is actually really cool. I mean, I give him credit for trying to do something different, but I don't like the ending of the movie. But overall, it is a visual treat to the eye. And then years later, once I started developing a bigger taste in film, I realized, yeah, visuals aren't everything. That movie was dog shit. And this, I'll admit right now, I didn't go into this movie with a good attitude, but I did it because, well, here's why. For you guys, because it would be an entertaining review, I will do a review on Alice Through the Looking Glass. It's a movie that I really don't want to see, but because I screwed up on getting my review for The Nice Guys and Captain America Civil War spoilers out in time, I'll do something special for you guys. So with all that, even though I went into this movie with a bad attitude, I tried to be open-minded as possible, because when I see the trailers, I say to myself, okay, this is the sequel. Obviously, they're not adapting the stories straight up, because really, to adapt the Lewis Carroll stories, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass, directly from the book to the screen, would be impossible because the stories are not coherent at all. So I'm going to this with the mindset of this is not the books, and it does look prettier. It looks brighter than Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland did, which looked very gray and kind of ugly. So the fact that this movie has a brighter color palette is something that's definitely an improvement over the last movie. And there is one scene in this movie that I actually really like that kind of plays into the spirit of the original Lewis Carroll characters. When the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and the little mouse are making fun of the character of Time, played by Sacha Baron Cohen. And that is something that really demonstrates the character's madness. And it was good. I was amused by it. For that one scene. Everything else in the movie is dog shit. Again, I understand that the first movie was sort of a continuation with a much older Alice. It wasn't a direct adaptation of the original story. And this one's kind of the same thing, except the story makes no goddamn sense. Like, this is the same problem that the first movie had, which is why the first movie should have been more of an adaptation of the book than trying to make up their own movie. The original story and the original animated Disney movie made sense in the sense that they didn't make sense. And then these movies try to tell a more coherent story with these characters, try to give them backgrounds, and try to make things make sense, and it just doesn't make sense. Is this making sense to you guys? Because I swear to God, they made this movie up as they went along. Nothing makes any sense at all. None of the motivations and even the origin stories for these characters make any sense, which these characters shouldn't have origin stories to begin with. If there's anything we as a society have learned from Rob Zombie, it's that don't give characters a background when they're more interesting without a background. And these characters range from either dull, like Alice and the White Queen, to downright irritating, like the mouse, the Red Queen, and the Mad Hatter, to just pointless, like March Hare, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and the Cheshire Cat. You don't care about anything that's going on, and I really, really hate that this movie and the last movie established that Wonderland, or I'm sorry, Underland, I don't know why, whatever, I'm not getting into that rant. I don't understand why they make this world a real place, because in the original stories, Wonderland was a figment of Alice's imagination. She kind of goes into a trance and she escapes to Wonderland, which is all in her head. And these two movies, especially this one, is like a case with Roland Emmerich's Godzilla. They use the name, but they don't have jack shit to do with the original source material, to the point where it's almost insulting. I wanted to be as fair as possible, and I did mention a few positives, like the brighter color palette. The visuals, most of the time they look really great, and then other times they look like that really creepy Robert Zemeckis animation that he doesn't do anymore, but still creepy. And I did like that one scene when a few of the characters are making fun of the character of Time. But other than that, this is so much worse than that first Alice in Wonderland movie. This is downright terrible. And really, there's nothing else I can say except I guess I'm not mad at it because I kind of expected it to be bad. I wanted to be open-minded, saying, you know what? This is probably going to be better than the first one. Hopefully, I'm going to find something in this movie that I like. And while I did like some things about it, it is a mess in the end. But again, it didn't make me angry, so I can't tell this movie to burn in hell. Maybe it was a little better than I expected it to be. No, it wasn't. I can't bullshit myself. I'm trying to be as fair as possible, but I'm just bullshitting myself. So don't waste your money on this movie, really. There are better movies to see out there. Just go watch the original Disney animated movie, or better yet, read the original books, because they're so much better. For these two movies... So that's my review for Alice Through the Looking Glass. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are on the movie, if you've seen it. Like, comment, subscribe, share me with your friends. Don't forget to check out my official website. You can go follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Riff.tv, moviepilot.com, geekedoutnation.com, and if you like what I'm doing here, whether it's movie reviews, let's plays, or podcasts, and want to help out, you can go to patreon.com where you can give a little small donation, and in return you get some special rewards. And this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.